This one right here for the woman with the cape. Made out of apron strings and radical faith.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She worked 2 jobs, but her love worked 3.
Overtime on her knees, interceding for me. I seen her count the change and still bless the plate. Feed 5 with a plan only heaven could make. Her hands told stories, callous but gentle. Could discipline a child and then hear what it didn't. She never met a storm that could cancel her singing. Hymns in the kitchen while the hard times swing.
They cut the lights off once, she lit candles and laughed. Said we camping tonight, turned the struggle to a bath. Warm memories, I ain't know we was poor, cause her joy decorated every inch of the floor.
Superwoman, no cake, just a robe and some prayers, lifting whole generations up them project stairs. Every meal was a miracle, every hug was a shield. God gave me an angel and her love was real.
Superwoman, hands raised in the storm, kept the family needed tight, kept the babies warm.
If I shine any light, it was lit by her flame. Stand up for the mamas, go and shout they name.
She prayed for me in seasons when I dodged the calls, kept my name on the altar while I ran from it all. Mama vision see past what a rap she'd say. She saw a preacher and a prodigal a decade away. And when I finally came home with my pride in the mud, she ain't lecture, she just fed me, covered shame with her love. That's a Christ-like reflex you can't learn in school. Grace with some gravy, mercy as a rule. Now I watch her in the front row at every show, loudest one in the building, know her hair turned snow. I bought the house, but she built the foundation. Every brick of my character came from her patience. To the single mamas juggling worlds, we see you. To the grandmothers raising rounds, too, we need you. Flowers while you're here, not just tears at the end. Stand up right now if you was raised by a
superwoman.
I remember graduation, she cried through the ceremony, held that diploma up like a championship trophy. Said we did it, baby, and that we hit deep. Cause every step I took, she was under my feet. Like the bridge, like the road, like the prayers and the pavement. Her sacrifice, the scaffolding around my achievements. Now her rest is my mission, her joy is my rent. Paying back a love that can never be spent.
So this song's a bouquet and surround sound blooming for every midnight shift and every doctor room and every hold on, baby, God's gonna make a way. She was right every time, look at us today. Superwoman, no cake, just a robe and some prayers, lifting whole generations up them project stairs. Every meal was a miracle, every hug was a shield. God gave me an angel and her love won't fade. Mama, take your flowers, smell them slow. Everything I am is the seed you sowed. Heaven's got a crown for the ones who stayed. Superwoman forever, love won't fade.
I heard him hit the floor. You hear that sound? That's every chain I used to wear coming down. Yeah. Woo. Ah. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. I was chained to a bottle, chained to a smoke, chained to a pattern that was tightening the rope. Woke up every morning with the same warden's face, my own reflection running laps in the same maze. The high was a landlord, kept raising the rent. First it cost me weekends, then it cost me my strength. Then it came from my family, put his hand on my dreams. That's when I hit the concrete like God intervened. And I ain't hear thunder, ain't seen no dove, just a quiet in my spirit like a hand from above. And day by day the grip started slipping off slow. 90 days turn to years, look at me now. Chains off, hear 'em hit the ground. I was bound, but the Shake 'em off tonight. Whatever's got a hold, drag it to the light.
Free at last, free at last.
That's my battle sound. Every chain in this building better hit the ground. Detox in the dark with a Bible in the bucket, sweating out the demons. Want it so bad to say forget it, but my daughter's picture taped up on the wall was a sermon with no words that I preached them all. Recovery ain't a straight line, it's a mountain path. Slipped a couple times, but the rope held fast. Community was oxygen, the meetings was church. Circle of the broken, finding out what they worth. Now I'm 5 years clean with a testimony loaded. Sponsor to the strugglers, watching chains exploding. Cause my mess became a message when I let them hold it. Every scar key to somebody's like moment. If you're fighting it tonight,
Hold on,
one more day, one more fight.
hold on.
The chain is strong, but the blood is stronger. You won't be a prisoner much longer. Let me talk to the family watching somebody drown. Love them from the shoreline while they going down. Don't you carry that guilt, you can't force the shore, but you can keep the light on and keep praying at the door into the one in the grip. Thinking freedom's a myth. I was deeper than you, I was chained to the cliff. If deliverance found me in a parking lot crying, it can find you wherever. Don't you quit on the climb. And now I dance on the same corners where I used to cop. Turn my war zone into a victory block. And when the old life calls with its discount lies, I show 'em 5 years of sunrise. Chains off, I'm alive.
Chains off, chains off.
Hear 'em hit the ground. I was bound, but the sun came and cut me down.
Free at last, free at last.
Testify loud, what had me on a leash can't touch me now.
Shake 'em off, whatever the name. Bottle, pill, powder, pride, all the same.
The lion broke the cage and he's breaking yours too.
Chains off forever.
Walk out brand new. When the whole city sleeps, when I meet him. Midnight worship, best hour to breathe. Yeah. 3 in the morning in the house all quiet. Everybody dreaming, but my spirit's alright. So I slip out the bed to the living room floor, where the carpet knows my knees like a noon before. Ain't no band, ain't no stage, ain't no lights, no crowd. Just a man and his maker with the volume down loud. Just the worship you can't fake, no audience to please. Raw conversations turning burdens to peace. I tell him about my fears like he don't already know. He remind me who I am when the confidence low. Something about that midnight hour, veil get thin. Heaven leaning to the earth like a violin.
Midnight worship.
Just me and you. While the world's asleep, we breaking through. Whispered hallelujahs turn to open skies. Best
Conversations under moonlight, right?
midnight worship, secret place sound. No performance, no crown, just the king in the ground. What we build in the dark, gonna shine in the day.
Midnight worship.
That's the strongest praise. Yeah, David wrote his best ones with insomnia. Psalms in the cave when the crown was anonymous. I relate to that shepherd with the heart, been the fears, making melody from panic, hitting God in the ear. See, my day time is loud, meetings, music, emotion. Everybody wants a slice till I'm short on devotion. So I tied from my sleep, get the first of my rest. Found out secret place deposits pay the greatest interest. In that dark living room, I don't wept and I danced. Them fall angels for blessings, held eternity's hand. And the neighbors never know why my morning's so bright. It's cause midnight got a sunrise if you seek him right. Can't
Nobody do it for you.
you gotta meet him,
Can't inherit this fire.
you gotta feed it.
When the clock strikes 12,
Then it's just your heart, that's where revival gets its start. done had my biggest breakers with the moon as a witness. Answers to prayers that the daylight was missing. Cause the noise of the grind be jamming the frequency. Midnight clears the static so the voice speaks decently. Some seasons I was there begging just to survive. Other seasons pure gratitude tears in my eyes. Every version of me met the same faithful God, consistent like the sunrise, mercy double time. So if you can't sleep tonight, maybe that's the invitation. Insomnia might be holy or divine reservation. Slide down to the floor, let the silence get loud. There's a father up waiting on the other side of the cloud.
Midnight worship,
Just me and you. While the world's asleep, we breaking through. Whispered hallelujahs turn to open skies. Best
conversations under moonlight, right?
when the world goes quiet, my soul gets loud. Meet me at midnight, no stage, no crowd. What we whisper in the dark, he shouts in the light.
Midnight worship,
Good night.
good night.
They locked it,
He knocked it
off the hinges. Doors keep opening, can't comprehend it. Whoa! Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. I done watched doors open that I never even knocked on. Rooms I wasn't dressed for, God said walk in, you belong. Favor is a key card that the hustle can't print. Grace on my resume, he wrote every sentence. They kept the industry, kept the codes in a vault. Hey, heaven picked the lock with a promise, no fault. Now I'm sitting at tables where they whisper my name. Same mouth saying welcome, ain't that funny how it changed? But I don't bloat, I take notes and hold the dope for the next. Cause block blessings recycle if you hold the access. Every room I enter, I'm a bridge, not a wall. Elevator to the block, we gon' load them all.
doors, opening wide.
What he opens,
No man can slide.
locked out yesterday, VIP today.
Favor got the keys, get out the way.
Oh,
Doors,
him swing, every access denied. Turn welcome in king. Knocked down, held out, but look at me now.
doors keep opening.
Praise him loud. Rewind to the lobbies where they left me on hold. Applications in the void, 22 years old. Every will call you back was a brick in my shoulder. Every ghosted opportunity made the winter feel colder. But delay ain't denial, that's the math of the faithful. God was building my capacity while I sat in the waiting room. Cause the door too early is a trapdoor in disguise. Timing is the bodyguard of every blessing that arrives. Then one Tuesday, no warning, the hinges start turning. Cause I never doubt, offers came burning. 5 years and no flip to yes in the season. When God run the schedule, you don't question the reason.
Who is it? Destiny.
Been waiting on you to walk.
In expectancy.
The man with the keys already
Cleared your name.
step through, don't you?
Carry the shame.
Now let me flip it, cause some doors deserve a closing. Some exits are blessings with a bow on the home. And thank God for the rooms that spit me back out. Half them dream jobs was a drought with a couch. He closed doors to relationships that would've caused my calling. Closed deals with fine print that would've left me crawling. So I prayed for the open and I praise for the shut. Cause the doorman sees the hallway and I only see the front. Tonight I prophesy to everybody in the hallway. Stuck between the promise and the pain of the always. Your door got a date and it's loading in the system. When it opens, run through it, that's the rhythm of the kingdom.
Doors, opening wide.
What he opens,
No man can slide.
locked out yesterday, VIP today.
Favor
mine. Formed against me gon' prosper, that's a bond. Not a wish, not a hope, a contract signed beyond. They've been sharpening their blades in the group chats and shadows, building cases out of vapor, shooting arrows out of hollow. But I'm fitted in an armor that the eye can't detect. Helmet on my mind and a breastplate on my chest. Shield up when the fiery ones come in the swarm. Every dart hit the leather and it dies in the storm. I'd have been the target of some masterful plots, schemes with my name carved into the props. But I watched them all crumble like a sandcastle city, cause the architect of heaven don't play about his business. No weapon formed against me. It might get built, but it won't get victory. Aim it, blaze it, watch it fall flat. The blood's a force field, can't get past that. No weapon, here to decree every tongue that rises condemned by the king. Watch it boomerang back. I'm covered, I'm favored, period. That's fact. See, the verse never promised that the weapon won't form. It said it won't prosper, so I dance in the storm. Big difference, pay attention, that's the fine print of faith. Trouble's gonna knock, but it can't on the place. I didn't see betrayal from the ones broke bread with me. Watch them flip the script and try to edit my legacy. But every Judas in the story just accelerates the destiny. The setup for the cross was the setup for the victory. So I don't waste seasons hunting down my accusers. Vengeance ain't my job, I ain't equipped to be the ruler. I just keep on building while they keep on aiming. Watch my walls go higher while they weapons keep failing. But it won't prosper, but it won't conquer. But it fell to the floor. Look at me standing, still here, still young. Let me testify, Pacific, Novay victory laps. The layoff that was targeted turned to double the stacks. The rumor meant to bury me became free promotion. The exile from their table put my feet on the ocean. Every L they assigned me got audited by heaven. Reclassified as lessons, resurrected as weapons. Now I fight from a victory, not for one. Hear the difference, the war's already won. I'm just walking in the finish. So that every hidden hater with my name in their mouth, I pray you find the same grace that turned my life around. No malice, no chalice, or the poison you serve. I'm too covered to be bothered, that's the final word. No weapon formed against me. It might get built, but it won't get victory. Aim it, blaze it, watch it fall flat. The blood's a force field, can't get past that. Standing, still standing, after every attack. Check the battlefield, not a scratch on my back. It's the heritage of the servants written in the sky. No weapon ever prospers, and that's why I fly. Phone on silent, door closed, world on pause. This the room where I meet the cause of all cause. Yeah. 5 a.m. appointment that I guard like a vault. CEOs can't book this slot, it's his by default. Coffee steam rising like the incense of old. Bible cracked open where the mysteries unfold. It's the secret place, the 91st Psalm advertised. Under the shadow where my soul gets fortified. No performance in here, no platform, no stage. Just a son with his father turning page after page. I bring him my agenda and he edits it in red. Cancel some ambitions, resurrect some instead. And the whispers I receive in this room for the sun become the wisdom in my moves when the day gets spun.
Quiet time, quiet time.
Best part of my day before the world gets loud. I hear what he say in the secret place where the strength gets stored. Face to face, heart to heart with the Lord.
Quiet time, quiet time.
Can't skip the well. Try to run on empty and you know how that felt. Everything I am grew up out of this soil.
Quiet time, quiet time.
The sacred oil. I used to treat devotion like a vitamin, optional. Skipped it when I'm busy. Results were toxic, full of decisions made on hurry and fumes. Snapping at my family, walking dead through the rooms. Then I studied how the Savior did the mornings alone. Slipped away from the crowds to commune with the throne. If the sun needed solitude to fuel the assignment, who am I to run purpose without the alignment? So I built a habit brick by brick, day by day. Missed some, restarted. Grace paved the way. Now it's less like a discipline, more like a craving. The room where he speaks is the room that's been saving. Turn the noise down,
Keep speaking,
turn the scroll off.
keep seeking.
The still small voice, don't shout over feet.
Quiet time, quiet time.
Plant the seeds. Let me tell you what's been born in this chair by the window. Every song on this album started here in the limbo between silence and sunrise, where ideas descend. Downloads from the author, he's the ultimate pen. Forgiveness for my enemies got processed right here. Grief over my losses found its healing tear. Direction for the crossroads, correction for my blindness. The mirror of the word reflecting with kindness. And some days it's just quiet, no fireworks, no voice, just presence and peace, and that's still a rejoice. Cause a friendship ain't measured by the constant conversation. Sometimes love is just sitting in the same location.
Quiet time, quiet time.
Best part of my day before the world gets loud.
I hear what he say
In the secret place where the strength gets stored. Face to face, heart to heart with the Lord. Guard the appointment, protect the flame. The public anointings from the private exchange. When they ask my secret, I'll point to the chair.
Quiet time, quiet time.
He meets me there. Mile 20 legs, but the finish got my name. Second wind loading, run through the pain. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. I hit the wall in year 7 of the building. Passion on fumes and the vision stopped thrilling. Everybody sees the launch, nobody sees the middle, where the grind loses glamour and the progress moves little. I was one bad Tuesday from resigning the dream, drafting the goodbye in my head, losing steam. Then I read about the Eagles in the waiting era Newsday that wait upon the Lord. I put it in my shoes, started running on the promise instead of running on emotion. Cause feelings are a sprinter, but the word runs oceans. And somewhere past the wall where the quitting talks loudest, a second wind found me and it made me the proudest.
Second wind,
Just when I was done,
strength renewed like the eagle.
mounted up toward the sun,
Ran, wasn't weary.
walked and didn't faint. The finish line for finishers.
Quit in eight.
Ah,
Second wind,
he knew what I need.
grace in the reserve tank.
Power in the seed. If you're gasping at the wall, keep your feet in the race. Second wind's arriving.
By amazing grace.
Talk to the mother working doubles with the dreams deferred. To the pastor of the small flock, feeling like nobody heard. To the student on the last lap of a decade of debt. To the caregiver pouring out with nothing left to get. I see you at the wall, where the marathon bites, where the crowd noise faded and it's just you in the nights. But the wall is a checkpoint, not a conclusion, hear me. Everybody great passed through it, history's theory. Moses hit the wall at the Red Sea's edge. Elijah hit the wall under the juniper hedge. And both got a second wind straight from the source. Provision at the wall, put them back on course.
Don't quit at the wall.
Push through. No.
Don't die in the middle.
Push through. The breakthroughs on the other side, I almost gave in. Here it comes, here it comes.
Second wind.
I'm on the far side of the wall that almost won. And the view from over here, man, look what God has done the year. I nearly quit, preceded the year of the doors. Breakthrough was in transit while I cried on the floors. That's the cruelty of quitting. You never see the mail. That was already routed with the answer and the sale. So I keep a policy now, never decide in the valley. Never resign at midnight, never count the final tally. While the game's in motion and the referee's on the field, he finishes what he offers, that's the deal, that's the shield. And when I left my whole all on the missions next round, I saluted like a teacher, lost and found.
Second wind.
Second wind.
Just when I was gone.
Strength renewed like the eagle.
Mounted up toward the sun.
Ran and wasn't weary.
Walked and didn't faint.
The finish line's for finishers.
Quit didn't hate.
For every runner at the wall tonight. One more mile, one more prayer, one more fight. The wind is coming.
Feel it.
Lift your chin.
Finish.
What you started.
Second wind.
This world's a layover, not the destination. Boarding pass stamped by the crucifixion. Hey. I live with a homesickness for a place I've never seen. Eternity's installed in the heart's machine. So no purchase fills the slot and no passport arrives at the country I was made for, beyond the skies. That's why the mansions here feel small after the tour, why the applause evaporates and leaves you wanting more. We're citizens of elsewhere on a work visa here, ambassadors on assignment till the exit draws near. And that ain't escapism, it's the opposite peep. The heaven-minded do the most earthly good, study deep. Cause when you're free from grabbing, you can finally give. When forever's your portfolio, you fearlessly live.
Heaven on my mind.
Got my treasure up there.
Moth can't hit.
Thief can't touch it, market can't scare.
Every step down here
Is a step toward home.
Heaven on my mind.
Never walking alone.
Heaven on my mind.
Keeps my values in line.
Light and momentary.
That's the trouble in the grind.
Compared to the weight of the glory to come.
Heaven on my mind.
Heaven on my mind.
To the kingdom come. My grandmother talked about heaven like a hometown. Described the streets in the reunion like she'd been around. A funeral was a send-off, not a tragedy scene. We cried and we shouted, bittersweet and serene. In a heaven-mindedness, made her fearless in the flesh. March for justice in the 60s, never read about a mess. Cause you can't intimidate a woman with eternity secure. Threats are toothless on a soul who's forever assured. That's the power of the perspective I inherited. Just molded to adore it. The sting's buried in every earthly loss is audited against the common gain. The ledger of eternity rebalances the pain. No more tears there.
Think about it.
No more death there.
Shout about it.
Every wrong made right.
Every scar explained.
Heaven on my mind. Say the name. Now let me balance out the scale so nobody floats away. Heaven-minded hands still get dirty in the clay. I build schools and feed the hungry cause the king I represent said on earth as it is in heaven. That's the blueprint of the tent. So I bring the future backward in the present tense. Samples of the kingdom over every fence. A little heaven in my marriage, some glory in my grind. Colonies of the coming world for the searching to find. And when my last assignment's finished and the trumpet calls a flight, I trade this tent for the building, the fade for the sight. Reunion at the gates with the cloud of my witnesses, then forever with the king, the ultimate finishes. Got my treasure up there,
Moth can't eat it,
thief can't touch it, market can't scare.
every step down here,
Here's a step toward home,
heaven on my mind.
never walking alone.
Till he calls me up,
Or he splits the sky,
I'm living heaven-minded.
that's the reason why.
Joy don't run out,
And the hope stays prime, forever on the horizon.
heaven on my mind.
Heaven on my mind. Peter asked how many times, thinking 7 was plenty. The answer broke the calculator.
70 times 70.
Yeah. I kept a warehouse of receipts on the ones who did me dirty. Organized by damage, alphabetized and sturdy. Walk around with that inventory strapped to my spine, wondering why my shoulders ached all the time. Unforgiveness is a mortgage on a property you hate, paying interest every month on somebody else's mistake. The offenders out here living, sleeping fine at night, while I'm the one rehearsing every wound and every slight. Then I heard a preacher say, we'll flip my whole scheme. Forgiveness is unlocking the cell and finding out the prisoner was you, the whole regime. I stood in that sentence like a deer in the glow. 20 years of jailing others, I was locked in my own role. Oh,
70 times 7.
let it go,
Let it go,
not because they earned it.
'cause I need to grow.
Forgiving people forgive, that's the family trait.
Drop the case,
Drop the weight,
heaven's talking weight.
70 times 7, cut the ankle loose.
Ankle loose,
Bitterness is poison that I drank like juice. He forgave my mountain, I can't forgive their hill.
70 times 7.
Free it will. The hardest name on the list was the one who shares my blood. Betrayal from a stranger stings from family, it floods. Years of holidays with a canyon at the table. Cordial on the surface, cold war under the label. I prayed a prayer for months before the feeling never came. Lord bless them, help me mean it through clenched teeth. I say the name. And forgiveness came in stages, not a lightning strike, more like a sunrise. Gradually, one day I realized the name didn't burn. The memory still existed, but the poison didn't churn. That's when I knew the miracle had finished its course. Forgiveness ain't amnesia, it's release without remorse. Who's on your list?
You know the name,
Holding in that fire.
you're the one in flame.
You don't need their apology to open the gate. Forgive for your freedom.
Don't wait, don't wait.
Now let me clear the confusion for the choir sings. Forgiveness don't mean access to the same old things. You can pardon the offender and still guard the door. Reconciliation's a two-way. Forgiveness needs one no more. Some relationships get restored, that's the beautiful in it. Some get released with a blessing, boundaries defend. Both can be holy, both can be whole. The mandate is the mercy, not the open door. Rolling me and that family member, God wrote a sequel. 10 years of distance, close with tears, nothing equal to watching resurrection walk through a front door. What forgiveness kept possible, grace restored.
70 times 7.
Let it go,
Let it go,
not because they earned it.
'cause I need to grow.
Forgiving people forgive, that's the family trait.
Drop the case,
Drop the weight.
heaven's talking weight.
Hey!
Tear the receipts up,
Close the warehouse down
trade the heavy ledger.
for a lie to crime. The math of mercy never runs out of heaven. Keep counting if you wanna.
70 times 7.
70 times 7. If you found the cure, would you keep it a secret? Exactly. So open your mouth and speak it. I used to keep my faith like a phone on vibrate, present but silent, scared of the climate, worried about the eye rolls, the labels, the loss of a seat at the table. If I mention the cross, then my co-worker passed sudden on a Tuesday night. 3 years side by side and I never shared the light. That funeral rearranged my whole philosophy of quiet. I carry living water past the thirsty, can't deny it. So I made a vow over that casket and the grief. Never again would my comfort outrank somebody's relief. I'm not called to be obnoxious, but I'm done being invisible. The gospel's only good news if it's audible and visible.
Say something, say something.
Open up your mouth. Somebody's whole eternity could turn about.
You don't need a seminary,
Just a story and some love.
say something.
Say something.
Power from above,
Say something.
say something.
Shame off boldness on. How they gon' believe in what they never heard upon?
Beautiful to feet,
That bring the news to the block.
say something.
Say something.
Beat the clock.
Now I don't kick down doors with a bullhorn and a scowl. I build bridges with the kindness, then I walk them with the gospel. Questions over lectures.
What do you believe?
Listen is the language that makes hard hearts receive. I share what he did for me, my before and after file. Nobody can debate a transformation and a smile. My story's not impressive by theological measure, but testimony's kryptonite to skeptical pressure. Let my barber to the faith, between the fade and the lineup. Prayed with a stranger at the gym when his grind was covering a breakdown. Tears by the weight rack, divine appointments everywhere. I stay on track. That neighbor you wave at,
Say something,
that cousin at the cookout.
say something.
The seed is your job, the growth is his. Open up your mouth, that's how it is. Let me address the fear that muzzles the many. What if they reject me? Man, listen, that's a penny compared to the fortune of the one who says yes. One yes outweighs 100 no's. Do the math, be blessed. In rejection of the message, ain't rejection to you. You're the mailman, not the letter, just deliver the truth. Some plant and some water, but the increase is his. Your job's a faithful witness, that's the whole biz. So I train my whole crew like a special ops unit. Every member's a missionary, every life is a movement. The pulpit's a fraction of the preaching that counts. The gospel travels farthest through the everyday miles.
Say something, say something.
Open up your mouth, somebody's whole eternity could turn about.
You don't need a seminary,
Just a story and some love.
say something.
Say something.
Power from above.
Whoa. One conversation could rewrite a bloodline. One invitation could realign a lifeline. Heaven's on the other side of awkward, trust the nudge.
Say something.
Say something. Be the bridge, not the judge.